Strange figures spotted by trail camera, a creepy encounter at night, ritualistic structures, or a scary body cam footage from a police officer. These are a few of the things we will look at, so make sure to stick to the end. This video is from the famous Draco tunnels. They were built in 1941 with the intent to be a so-called shadow factory, which was required to build weapons needed for the Second World War. But during the Cold War, it was converted to a classified secret research site, and there are almost no records of this facility. But what is known is that many people died there. Workers and visitors often claim to see shadow figures in this area, and everyone claims to have a sense of uneasiness being there. But what is very often reported is the apparition of a woman and her young kid. These reports are so common that the Draco tunnels are known as one of the most haunted places in the world. Take a look at this other video from a remote camera. The shadow lurking on the left of the frame appears without warning. It is very clearly human, but what is strange is that it was reported no one was supposed to be at that hour in the tunnels. And from what the workers know, no one actually entered during that night. So what are those shadows? Flickering of the camera? Or is this what everyone reported seeing in those haunted tunnels? Sites like these embody and echo the fear and trauma experienced by people who died there. And I for sure would not want to find myself there. This video is from a police officer's bodycam who was called to investigate the house for any intruders, as reported by the neighbors. They hear loud bangs in the house and start to investigate every room to find the source. As the officer goes upstairs, he sees the door to the room open and thinks he's seeing someone.
Anyone inside, make yourself known.
The door opens and he proceeds towards it, but he cannot find anyone in the room and decides to leave. As he is going downstairs, this happens. The officer thinks he's heard something and goes back to check, but can't find anyone again. The police officers, now scared to the bone and having no idea what is going on, decide not to check the house any further and just leave. What do you think was that? Was someone hiding in the house and the police officers missed them? Or was there something more sinister going on there? In this video we can see someone driving through the night, as everything is recorded from an onboard camera. The situation itself is scary enough. Imagine having to drive a motorcycle through the night in a place such as this one, with no sign of civilization, no lights and nobody else on the road. As he is driving, at some point we can start seeing something in the distance. A white figure appears close to the edge of the road. For some reason, the driver continues to drive past it, and we can see that the figure appears to be a woman dressed in a white robe. I don't know if the driver should have stopped to make sure it isn't a person who actually needs help, but given the circumstances and how scary everything seemed to be, I think I would have continued to drive as well. This photo was taken by a motion trail camera near a hunting camp. The purpose was to capture sightings of different animals and perhaps predators lurking. But what it caught instead is really bizarre. In the distance, near the water reservoir, there seems to be a white figure watching from a distance. According to the hunter, there was no one there at the camp at that time of the year. So what is that? Is that just some bug that got too close to the lens of the camera? Or is it something more sinister? This trail cam picture seems to have caught some bizarre creature lurking in the forest. It can't really be a wolf or bear, as it seems to be walking on two legs. But it is also crouching in a weird way. The body, full of hair, and its long arms seem to be resembling the famous Bigfoot. But given what most descriptions of Bigfoot say, it is supposed to be big. This one does not seem that big in particular. Compared to the tree, even a human would be bigger, or at least the same size. It looks more like an ape in this case, but what would an ape be doing there? Photos of a giant crocodile, believed to be around 29 feet or around 9 meters long, started appearing on the internet. It is said that this giant has been lurking near a village in Philippines and is believed to be the killer of several people. Because of that, people decided they needed to do something about it, and they set up a hunting party to catch the monster. And catch it they did. The croc was not killed, however, but captured and tied in order to be sent to a zoo. But just look at the size of this creature. It is possibly the largest crocodile ever caught. And although it was caught and secured, it surely did not give up and was struggling with every fiber to get loose. We can see the people being evacuated as the croc was about to get loose, but thankfully, as the croc got tired of all that struggle, the villagers in the end managed to secure it back and in the end send it to a zoo. This video was taken by a person who was exploring the forest of Amherst, and they were extremely surprised, if not terrified, by what they found. A structure made of branches in the middle of the forest. At first look, you could say that it was made by kids trying to play, or by a person who got lost in the woods and needed a shelter for the night. But when the person recording the video got closer, they saw different small twigs tied up in different formations, as if trying to create strange symbols out of them. And what is scarier, at the end of the video, the person recording also spots a person running away in the woods, but they decide not to pursue. What I have to say about this video is that Amherst has been known for rituals and weird sightings, so I am inclined to think that this might be the doing of a person who believes in all that. But what do you think? What was all that? The owner of a trail camera posted this, explaining that he has no idea what his trail camera captured. It was set up in a normal grassy field, with the purpose of seeing if any predators appear, but his camera started glitching and began showing strange figures made of light. To me, as a programmer, this looks exactly as an artificial neural network, trying to join up together or communicating in some form. Really strange sighting, and I have no idea why such a thing would appear on a trail camera. If you have any idea what this is, please leave a comment. Seeing this clip, the first thing I thought about is that this is a Dementor from Harry Potter. Its shadowy figure stretching as it is flying looks exactly just like a Dementor. But unless the author took inspiration from real life, that cannot be a Dementor. So what exactly are we looking at? It cannot be a meteorite as it is going too slow. It also looks too weird and unlike any clouds I've seen, and no piece of material could be up there. So is this something someone edited just to give us a scare? What do you think? We can see a CCTV recording from what appears to be a hospital in an Arab country. 3 men are waiting in the hallway, while suddenly we can see a surgeon quickly jumping out of the room, as if he is trying to run away. He quickly begins stumbling across the hallway, trying to head for the exit, while the 3 guys continue watching in disbelief, and for some reason they do not join in his run. Then we can clearly see what scared him. An empty wheelchair appears from that room, as if it was pushed by someone. But the wheelchair quickly turns towards the men, and the men quickly learn of what scared the surgeon, as they begin to run in a full panic. What exactly was that? Did this video record a supernatural occurrence? Or is this just a fake setup? If you want to see more strange encounters on camera, then watch this video.